Hello everyone, welcome back to the Shivering Isles. Last time we went on a bit of a hunt for sorry, not prisons. Less than a minute into the video, I'm already making silly mistakes. For dungeons, of which a prison is apparently one in the Isles, because... Actually, no, that was mentioned in loading screens, wasn't it? Actually, that gives me an idea that I should test out. Anyway, some of the comments pointed out something that I'm kind of hitting myself over personally. Why don't I just make my own madness armor and enchant it myself? Given the lack of enchanting skill in Oblivion... Yeah. Anyway.
At your command, Lord Sheogor.
I'm going to save in case this goes very, very wrong, but let's see what happens when you try to arrest a god.
I'm sorry to bother you, Lord, but there seems to have been a misunderstanding. A small token of your appreciation might clear this up, or perhaps it's better if we leave at this time. Very good, my lord. As you know, I must also take any items that might be considered stolen in order to preserve the peace and justice of the realm. Please follow me, and we'll have this matter cleared up in no time.
That was easy enough. And also very quick. But yes. The suggestion is honestly making me facepalm a bit because it's so obvious. You know? However, there is one issue. I am currently sitting on a greater soul. I need a grand soul because I'm not going to settle for a second-rate enchantment, you know? I want a grand soul in a grand soul gem. Or, well, at least in Azura's Star. I'm willing to ignore if it's not in a grand soul gem, because Azura's Star is like a grand soul gem, but, you know, better. Oh, was I here already? I must have been. Something died. This is how I track my location. Is there a mound of corpses lying around? Yes? Oh, I've been here before. I've been here recently, haven't I? I actually remember going there. Why did I go there then? Now then. I feel kind of silly. Blackroot Lair? I know I've been to Blackroot Lair, but... I've been there recently enough that everything's dead. Yes, because the corpses haven't respawned. Okay. I've been inside here. I'm sort of double-checking everything to try and find something with a grand soul quickly. I'll take a quick walk. These never respawn, by the way, so I'm not going to bother checking it because I have been here before. Yay! Thanks, kill, and you're just a painbringer. Okay, so I don't want to kill you with Umbra, I want to kill you with the Sword of the Crusader. Look, you're going to die. Probably painfully, because fire is really bad for you. Well, unless in large amounts. Fire in large amounts is actually one of the less painful ways to die, is it'll shut off your nerve endings faster than you actually die. So being burned to death is not that bad. Isn't it fun what you learn when you're a weirdo with the internet access? Alright. Also, if I kill these few Grummites and manage to get the Carias Matrix, I'm going to be amused. Also, I've done some looking. Apparently there's nothing else really of interest, Isles dungeon-wise. Like, it's effectively just more dungeons. And I can kind of understand that, because there's only so much room in the Isles, and there's only so much room for storylines. But I've apparently also done every relevant quest line. Like, all the quests, they're done if I can. The only one is Ushnar's dog, which I can't do because the random Khajiit died at some point for some reason. Like, I'm still not sure why that Khajiit died. I'm pretty sure it was a tipping error, I mean, but I don't actually know. I hope you have a grand soul and I wasn't stupid, because otherwise it's going to be really embarrassing. Grand Soul! Check-ski! Let's go make myself a Madness Carias, and then let's see how powerfully I can enchant it. You can only get constant effect enchantments in this game, and in Skyrim. We're also getting very close to Skyrim, honestly. I'm estimating less than 10 videos. Before we're finally traveled to the land of the Nords, the dragons, and yelling at everything. Mostly the yelling at everything.
Your humble servant, my lord.
Good. I just want to make double sure that I can do this. Ooh, I can't quite do that. Wait, no, I'll be using up some of my ore to make the Carias. I should be fine for carrying capacity then. You people making your god wait. I swear.
I do doubt.
Rumors?
You can stay at the Choosy Beggar and Bliss, but I wouldn't. What is your wish?
A Carias, please. 5 pieces.
Sure, you've got your rib cage, but a sharp blade can pry ribs apart.
Generally, you don't want to pry ribs apart, you want to go between the ribs. It's less work. And therefore more efficient.
Bye.
I will say it's nice to have boots that don't break when you sneeze on them. What a fitting outfit for an assassin, wouldn't you agree? I'm even looking at people. I got eyes, if not in the back of my head, on my back. Perfect. And now we're going to go explore something that I haven't actually done in the entire game so far, because I don't really use the system much. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go drop off one of the last parts of the Crusaders' relics. And then we're going to go enchant. Normally you have to be part of the Magus Guild if you don't have the DLC, and the DLC can be hard to get in this day and age just because of how old the game is. Not as nightmarish as the ones from Morrowind. Did anyone else see that weird light flicker right there? That was weird. Actually, now that I point that out, I feel a bit silly. Have you seen this weird thing? It was weird! Anyway, I'm gonna drop off my Dark Seducer helmet in here. Just to free up that little bit more space. I'm considering swapping to the Ebony Blade or Gold Brand as my main, instead of the, Sword of the Crusader, just because, well, Sword of the Crusader isn't going to work very soon. You know? It served me well. I have a lot of things that have served me well. The Ebony Blade is the more tempting one, I'm not going to lie. But Gold Brand will be much easier to charge. It does have the whole, we've used it for a while in Morrowind thing going on. Nostalgia, you know? But the Ebony Blade is lighter, and it absorbs health, and it silences. This will deal straight up more damage. As we're going to be an assassin, I think I'm going to go for that. Also, it's very hard to select the armor stand normally. So, doing that is probably a good idea, to just aim right between the feet. Good old Goldbrand. Terrible weapon design, but I'll be damned if you can argue with how good the weapon itself is. Crusader's gear is left for a more worthy knight. Someday in the future, who knows? Maybe the devs will actually add Knights of the Nine to Elder Scrolls 6. That'd be fun. Hell, I had an interesting, dumb idea where Elder Scrolls 6 would be Pelennor Whitestrake coming back from the future again, only you're Pelennor Whitestrake. The Thalmor, of course, have severely screwed you up, so you start at level 1 instead of level umpteen Brazilian 4. Plus, can't just go, I am Pelennor, you are now obliterated. But you know, you're still Pelennor Whitestrake. Fortify attribute, strength. 10 points. Now, the way this works is that basically it's just keyed off of, well, however much you can do. For example, no matter how much I work on with this soul gem and this soul, it's always going to be 10 points of strength. Now, the actual Perfect Madness Carius, I looked this up. It has a natural 12-point strength fortification, so it would actually be an upgrade over this. Which I find mildly interesting. Shield is not worth it, in my opinion. You don't really want things like Fortify Attribute and the like. Fortify Health is absolutely garbage, because you set the attribute to Endurance instead. You effectively get more health than you will from just fortifying your health straight up, enchanting-wise. Light is one of the most useless effects there is unless you really don't want to carry around torches, which is kind of dumb because they're literally weightless. You can enchant with damaging things, but it's really not very useful. Seriously, it is really not very useful to do that. Resist disease and poison. You guys know how I deal with disease and poison. It's by, I'm a Redguard. Frack you. Fortify Magic has the same issue that Fortify Health and Fortify Fatigue do, that you can just fortify the attribute and get better results with other side effects. Like, not even, oh, the side effects vastly outweigh the decrease in actual magic gained, or the decrease in actual health gained, but you just flat out get more health for it. Pound for pound, they have no reason to exist. So, Fortify Strength, 10 points. Because I am terrible at naming things. If someone has a better name for this, feel free to put it in the comments, because, well, I can just go make another Carius, kill another Grand Soul, make it a copy off screen with a better name. I'm not wearing it anymore. But I can fix this. And now I am seeing a very comfortable 125 strength. Look pretty good, don't I? very fantasy, very psychopathic. I even have a traditional edgelord weapon, a katana. Actually, it's more of a wakizashi now that I look at the length. Something of an in-between, I think. Point is, I have murdered. I could be a bit better if I was willing to go grind for a couple of hours. But, really, this has not been exactly the hardest of Let's Plays. The Elder Scrolls games are very rarely actually difficult. Not if you actually know what you're doing. That's not me being an arrogant prick about it or anything, that's just how it is. Which also sounds arrogant prickish now that I think about it out loud. I was here for the quests, right? It's been so long since I've done quests that, yeah. Let's go become a murderer, ladies and gentlemen. The Dark Brotherhood questline is actually legitimately one of my favorites in all the games.
What do you need, champion? Always a pleasure. Hail. That's a horrible name for an inn, I know, but I just can't bring myself to change it. Besides, I like the sign. Best way to take out a skeleton is with a big weapon. Forget spells. Just smack them and watch the bones fly.
Fair enough.
Rufio? He's an old codger. Been living here for a couple of weeks now. If you ask me, he's hiding from something. But what do I care? He pays his tab.
Ha. Good way
His
to
room
look
is
at it.
downstairs, in what I like to call the private quarters. Use that hatch in the floor over there, but don't expect a warm reception.
Oh no, blood is very warm, I promise you.
Goodbye, my friend, and remember, you're always welcome here.
Even after I murder someone who's been paying you regularly? Wow. You can wake him up and talk to him. Don't. I could steal things. I'm not going to bother. Let's go and nap somewhere that we know is secure. Yes, the arena counts. It's actually pretty funny to me. I still love that I used the actual Elder Scrolls arena cover for this. It is just such a lovely detail. And I will point it out every time because I love it that much. So, Sir LeChance.
So, the deed is done. How do I know this? You'll find that the Dark Brotherhood knows a great many things, for you are now part of the family.
I'm not joking when it says that when I told you that you can say nothing through the entirety of the Dark Brotherhood. And you know what?
Now, heed these words. The slaying of Rufio was the signing of a covenant. The manner of execution, your signature. Rufio's blood, the ink. As a speaker of the Black Hand, I directly oversee a particular group of family members. You will join that group and fulfill any contracts given. You must now go to the city of Cheydinhal, to the abandoned house near the eastern wall. Enter the basement and attempt to open the black door. You will be asked a question. Answer thusly. Sanguine, my brother. You will gain entrance to the sanctuary. Once inside, speak with Ochiva. We must now take our leave of each other, you and I, for there is much work to be done. I'll be following your progress. Welcome to the family.
All right. Now let's actually ask him about things, because while saying nothing is a great action, we still should get information, you know? Otherwise it's boring.
Rufio lies dead. Well done. The family will now welcome you with open arms.
That is the easiest assassination, I'll note. Surprise, surprise, an old man in a bed is easy to kill.
Know this. Every dark brother and sister is a child of Sithis. He whom we call Sithis has many other names. Chaos, Doom, Discord. Sithis is the Void.
Zaraman 10-0?
We of the Dark Brotherhood serve the Night Mother, who is the bride of Sithis. The Night Mother rules her children with a terrible black hand.
It's like
the Black Hand is the ruling body of the Dark Brotherhood. It is made up of one listener and 4 speakers. 4
Only
fingers
Lotus
and
kind
a
of a
thumb, if you will. As a member of the Dark Brotherhood, you must abide by the 5 tenets. They are the laws that guide and protect us.
Alright, what are the 5 tenets?
The 5 tenets are as follows. Tenet 1. Never dishonor the Night Mother. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis.
Don't you talk shit about my waifu!
Tenet 2. Never betray the Dark Brotherhood or its secrets. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis.
Alright.
Tenet 3. Never disobey or refuse to carry out an order from a Dark Brotherhood superior. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis.
That's gonna stab him in the back.
Tenet 4. Never steal the possessions of a dark brother or dark sister. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis.
Murder! Equal opportunity.
Tenet 5.
Profession.
Never kill a dark brother or dark sister. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis.
Alright.
How does one best describe our dread father? Imagine a perfect, cloudless midnight, cold as winter ice and shrouded in shadow. That is Sithis. You are now one with the Dark Brotherhood. Visit Ochiva at the Cheydinhal Sanctuary, and your new life will begin.
I'm gonna get shit talked by guards all the time now. Nice little detail here. And also a bit of game mechanic. Yeah, no matter how fast you follow him out that door, he's gone. He's gone. Just poof. And yes, you're right. And yes, I'm no longer fit to wield the Crusader's relics. That's why I made an entire new set of gear game.
Can you spare a coin?
I can. I won't, because I'm evil now. Muhaha. So I'm murdering people that the gods don't actively dislike. just walked by that door because, well, it's boarded up. Sanguine, my brother, because this is the one time where saying nothing doesn't actually progress anything. It's a good thing we don't have to ask anyone who Oshiva is or what they look like.
Greetings, brother. Greetings. I am Oshiva, mistress of this sanctuary. Lucien has told me all about you.
Cool.
I welcome you to the Dark Brotherhood.
Okay.
You stand now in our sanctuary. May it serve as your new home, a place of comfort and security whenever the need arises.
About that, how do
When
you feel
you're
about
ready
madness?
for work, go and speak with Vicente Valtieri. He handles all assignments for new family members. But before you go, please accept this gift from your new family. A unique set of armor, lighter than normal leather and black as the void.
It's not
Now,
really black
I've
as the
kept you
void.
long enough. Vicente is waiting. You'll find him in his quarters. Go now, my child, and may Sithis go with you.
Aw. They're very nice. Like, the Dark Brotherhood, for all they're a giant bunch of psychotic murderers, are actually very nice. Because, I guess if you're murdering everyone else, you have to be nice to the people you actually like.
I've heard some talk. This past year, some family members have been found murdered. Could there be an assassin among assassins?
Oh boy, foreshadowing! Oh boy!
To employ the services of the Dark Brotherhood, one must perform a ritual to the Night Mother. Only then will she heed their prayers for murder.
Yep.
It is an ancient rite, this black sacrament. All across the Empire, every day, people beseech the Night Mother to take the lives of others. After a person performs the ritual, they are contacted by a speaker. Gold is exchanged, and the details worked out. So it has always been.
Alright. I wonder what would happen if you tried to use the Black Sacrament to call for a hit on the Night Mother. What would that even do? Would the speaker just show up and stab you to death? Is there any record of someone doing that? Because I actually can't remember anyone reading about that, but it seems like one of those amusing loopholes that could be used for a fun bit of plot. Someone calling a hit on the hitter.
Ours is not the only Dark Brotherhood sanctuary. There are others hidden throughout Cyrodiil, each one overseen by a speaker of the Black Hand.
This is the only one we see. Seriously, this is the only one we're going to see in this game. I'm not even joking here.
Those fools in the church and their so-called 9 divines. There is no divinity beyond the eternal and terrible rule of our dread father Sithis.
Wrong. Like, seriously, that is objectively wrong if you know the metaphysics of the setting. Plus side, I don't care.
Lucien isn't here very often. His duties with the Black Hand keep him very busy, so he trusts me to keep the sanctuary in order.
Ah, you're the minion. Alright, Oshiva.
Go now, dear family member, and may the Night Mother wrap you in her cold, loving embrace.
Nice knife. Nice tail. Remember these guys? Remember them? Remember this symbol I pointed out? Remember that? If you don't, that's fine. If you do, that's very
But
fine.
why, sister?
Ooh, nice.
What's the point? Why should anyone bother with all that sneaking and skulking? I wish to welcome you to
My
this
dear
sanctuary, my
You
newest
are a
brother.
life taker for the Dark Brotherhood. Our very existence relies on shadow and deception. Do you not value our secrets?
Yes, of course I value our secrets, and I've never betrayed them. But using stealth to kill, it's just so weak.
But brother, what of the contracts that require subtlety? You must at least strive to earn the bonuses that are offered.
Bonuses? Useless, I say. Gold and magical trinkets are no substitute for the freedom to slaughter anyone I please, at any time.
Oh, Gogren, your methods may be crude, but your heart is always in the right place.
And Toinetta Marie.
It is an
Brother, if
honor
I
to
may
make
have a
your
word.
acquaintance.
Yes, sister?
I heard about your most recent. Welcome, brother. So good to
In
finally
other words,
meet you.
Marie and Toinette.
I hope you're getting along all right.
Subtle. Rumors?
Don't tell anyone else. But someday I'm going to have Uchiva's position. Just you wait and see. Lucian LeChance knows real talent when he sees it.
Then why aren't you already there?
Sometimes, right before a kill, Sithis speaks to me. He whispers in my ear and fills my heart with the joy of suffering and death.
Alright.
Have you ever lived on the streets, struggled to survive? This sanctuary is my home. Here I have the safety and love I've searched for all my life.
Huh. That's interesting.
I've always wondered who the Night Mother really is. Some say she's an old woman who lives somewhere here in Cyrodiil, but I'm not so sure.
Oh, he'll know.
I will always think
Oh,
of
wait, no,
Lucian
you won't.
LeChance as my saviour. When he found me, I was living in a gutter, an inch away from death. I owe him everything. Good luck, brother. I hope you don't get killed. I mean, well, you know.
I love that line. I hope you don't get killed! Wait. Also, no, that's not stealing. Seriously, it's not stealing. It doesn't count. My game mechanics.
So good to see you. Is there anything you need?
A silver knife. Interesting.
I welcome you to our family and this sanctuary. May you find yourself at home here in the loving embrace of Our Lady, the Night Mother.
See, so the Dark Brotherhood are really, really friendly. They're a bunch of murderers, but they're really friendly.
Who is Sithis, you ask? Some call him the Dread Father. It was his terrible love that gave birth to the Dark Brotherhood so very long ago.
Cool.
I've heard the Count of Shadenhall knows about this sanctuary, but he is offered much gold as well as other incentives to keep his mouth shut.
Alright. There's actually a route in Skyrim that I might show off when I start the Dark Brotherhood quest line, because you can only do it when you start it. Where you actually lead the guards in to go and kick the Dark Brotherhood in the dick repeatedly. It's nowhere near as profitable or as valuable, and it gets rid of several useful trainers, but it's something you can actually do. And I always found that pretty interesting, you know? Sadly, it's not an option in this game. I do like having options, even if I don't like using some of them. Like shooting people with bows.
The Night Mother is the Dark Brotherhood's unholy matron. She guides our actions, just as the Dread Father Sithis once guided hers.
Alright, what can you tell about LeChance?
Ochiva and I have known Lucian since we were hatchlings. He is the one who trained us in the way of the Shadow Scale, and is like a father to us.
Shadow Scale, huh? When have we met one of those before?
In the Argonian homeland of Blackmarsh, those born under the sign of the Shadow are taken at birth and presented to the Dark Brotherhood. A shadow scale hatchling is trained in the arts of stealth and assassination and lives a life in service to the mighty kingdom of Argonia.
Yep.
Any shadow scale who lives to come of age is accepted into the Dark Brotherhood as a full member of the family. So it was with myself and Ochiva. May you walk always in the shadow of Sithis, dear brother.
Heh. Sorry, but I'd have to be crazy to do that. Oh, wait. I am crazy. That's not just a metaphor or anything. I'm literally crazy. I am crazy. Yes, Fort Farragut is another Dark Brotherhood stronghold.
Ah, here you are. So good to finally meet you.
You may notice something about his face if you're observant. Also, their weapons level with the first time you come into the sanctuary, so... Yeah.
Get away from me.
Whoa!
If it isn't the newest member of the family. Let's get one thing straight. The tenants prevent me from killing you, but I don't have to like you.
Most of the Dark Brotherhood are
I'll
friendly.
sell you equipment, but only because Ochiva is making me. This family doesn't need any outsiders.
You don't get much more outsider than Shale Gorath himself, yes. Dark Brotherhood actually has a lot of unique spells.
All day. Hurry it up.
I'm going to buy them. I'm going to buy all of them. Because I have the money to do that. Let's see how I get 65%. Alright, 70%. Yep. But these are all unique spells. Night Mother's Caress is actually one of the better restoration spells in the game. The Unwelcome Guest is also pretty good because it's an on-touch instead of on-target, so it's cheaper than the on-target one.
Just take...
I just bought every single spell you have.
Cities.
Stop complaining about me
all
giving
day.
you money.
Hurry it up.
Yeah, they have some weird weaponry. The Bow of Infernal Frost is really cool. However, there's the Hands of Midnight. And also some other things. They also sell poisoned apples, which are, you're going to die. Like, that's what they do. They kill you.
Pleasure doing
10 points of
business
damage
with
every
you.
few seconds until you're dead. No save, no other chance, you're dead. I'm going to buy the unique items here, because, eventually, we're not going to have access to this man anymore. The Hands of Midnight are actually very good if it isn't for the sun damage.
I let that go too cheaply.
Now that we're here, let's take a look at the Shrouded Gear. It's actually very, very nice. Not amazing, but not bad either. Not by a long shot. Perdition's Wrath is kind of weird because it's only one hit. But 50 feet of 20 points of fire damage is not a bad item at all.
Just... You again. Bye, Sithis. I don't...
So I can carry this too.
Just... Foul-smelling ape.
I believe he's friendlier if you're a Khajiit.
So good to see you. Is there anything you need?
Also, the ladder leads to here. This is the way out. I think I have to
Get
talk to
away from
Vincente to actually get the key, though. So I'll do that, just to save some time later.
Warmest greetings to you. I trust you've already spoken with Ochiva. I am Vicente Valtieri. I provide assignments for all new family members. Please do not let my appearance unnerve you. The needs and tenets of the Dark Brotherhood come before my own needs as a vampire. Now, if you're ready to get to work, I can provide you with your first contract.
Rumors?
The Count of Skingrad is not all he seems. Let's just say I'm not the only one who enjoys his evenings.
You're talking to the Archmage of the Mages Guild. I know.
I was stricken with vampirism 300 years ago while on an expedition deep into the ashlands of Vardenfell.
I've been there.
For nearly 100 years I hunted in secret until the Dark Brotherhood found me. Now I have a family that accepts and even values my unique gifts.
Burn,
Perhaps in the
Cora, or
future,
the other one?
when I feel you have earned the right, I will offer you a chance to become a hunter of the night.
He'll actually do that. It's one of the guaranteed ways to acquire vampirism. He's not joking.
Sithis is the darkness of time immemorial. He is no Daedra and dwells not in the realm of Oblivion. No, Sithis is something altogether different.
All right.
This sanctuary has been here since before even I joined the Dark Brotherhood, and that was 200 years ago.
Old then.
When I first joined the family, this sanctuary was controlled by another speaker. Lucien took over when she was killed while fulfilling a contract.
Interesting.
The Night Mother speaks to only one member of the Dark Brotherhood, the Listener of the Black Hand. And when Our Lady speaks, death follows. A contract is a secret pact one enters into with the Dark Brotherhood. They provide us with gold, and we remove someone from existence. A contract is fulfilled by a skilled assassin such as yourself, who keeps the Dark Brotherhood's end of the bargain. So it has always been. While carrying out a contract, you may have the opportunity to earn a bonus if certain parameters are met. Now, let's begin, shall we? I'm not sure how you feel about pirates, but you've got to kill one. A captain, in fact, on his ship, surrounded by his crew. Interested?
I'll accept it. Let's go. Kill some pirates.
Excellent. Here is what you must do. Go to the waterfront district of the Imperial City. There you will find a ship named the Marie Elena. Board the ship and find its captain, Gaston Tussaud. He'll be in his cabin. Eliminate Tussaud in any manner you see fit. The pirates have been moving a lot of cargo on board lately. You may be able to smuggle yourself on board in one of the packing crates.
Actually, something you can do.
And one more thing. Get into the habit of asking your fellow family members about any current contract. Their insight may prove invaluable.
He's not joking. All of them have something to say about it.
As a pirate, Gaston Tussaud has certainly spilled his share of blood. Someone wants revenge, and they've hired us to extract it. Spill some blood for me, dear brother.
What, you want me to bring back a vial or two for you? I can do that.
You again.
Right.
Foul-smelling ape.
Right, I forgot you're kind of a dick. Ah, right, I forgot about this bit. It's just a way to skip up and down the levels. What do you say about
It's good
this?
to see you. The Marie Elena, you say? I've seen that ship. There's a unique balcony at the stern. My guess is it leads to the captain's cabin. Could be useful.
Thank you, Tenava.
May you walk always in the shadow of peace, dear brother.
Yes, dear.
What can you say about the
I've
contract?
travelled by prison ship. It was cramped and dark. There was little room to move around, but plenty of shadowy nooks to hide in. Remember that.
For some reason I had escaped to leave this. I don't know why.
Good luck, brother. I hope you don't get killed. I mean, well,
Relax, I'm fine. Probably too much Grand Order speaking that I find Maria being an assassin amusing. Yes, schemer. They even have their own pet rat. It's one of those cute little details about the Dark Brotherhood. They've got a lot of those. The people who made them put very much a lot of love into the... everything here, really. Someone in the dev team really likes writing assassins. Now, you'd think that since they're assassins, one of these apples would be a poisoned apple. No. They're all normal ones. There's even a carrot that just slides here behind the cupboard, implied to have fallen out of that bowl. They don't need to do that detail. If it wasn't there, you would never notice. But they put it there anyway. This is what I love about Bethesda. It's what I well and truly love about them. It's why I always will talk about them
Get away
with
from
glowing
me.
praise.
So good to see you.
Yes, they make mistakes. Yes, they have issues. Not going to deny that. I'm not a fool. But, it's because you have issues. Doesn't mean that good things don't happen.
Welcome, welcome to the family. I'd hug you, but Ochiva told me not to.
Oh? What can you say about rumors?
Kinnereth bestowed the boots of the
I guess that would make sense for the Dark Brotherhood to keep track of that. After all, who knows when you're going to need to kill Pelado Whitestrake Reborn?
I don't know who the Night Mother is, but she pays me to kill people. My own mother should have loved me so much. I once saw Lucian deal with an insubordinate brother, someone who had broken the tenets. It took me a week to get the blood off my boots.
Yikes.
Truthfully, I've never really understood who or what Sithis really is. As long as I obey the tenets and fulfill my contracts, I guess he's happy.
Gogron is a very simple man with very simple pleasures. Killing things. I can understand that.
You know what they say? Home is where you hang your enemy's head. So, your first contract. No chance for a bonus, huh? Oh, that's all right. You're better off. Who needs magic items when you've got raw skill?
I mean, I could do it naked, probably.
And the great thing about killing a target up close and personal is you can talk to him before you do it. You know, say something scary. Oh, for example, this one time, I had a contract to kill a little Nord girl at her birthday party. She asked me if I was the jester.
Oh, boy.
So I said to her, "No, I am a messenger of death." You should have seen the look on her face. Anyway, she won't be seeing age 6.
Oh, wow. God damn it, Dark Brotherhood. Stop being sociopathic murderers that are actually fun to talk with. Also, weak poison of weakness. Redundant poison of redundancy.
I see you've accepted the contract from Vicente. Very good. With every life you take, Sithis grows stronger and the Brotherhood flourishes.
Yep. Shadow scale?
I see you have been speaking with Tanava. What he says is true. All our lives we have lived together in the shadows. We are eggmates, twins. We were taken at birth and given to the Dark Brotherhood. We returned to Black Marsh as shadow scales trained in the arts of stealth and murder.
All right.
Together, we served our nation as spies and assassins, as all shadow scales do. When we came of age, we joined the family as one, and here we are.
In other words, the Blackwood Company was an actual attempt in Black Marsh at destabilizing the Fighters Guild, which is an interesting bit of political intrigue.
I killed a pirate once. Of course, the ship was out to sea at the time, somewhere between Vardenfell and Solstheim. Now those were the days.
Remember that crashed ship we dealt with that we had to retrieve some pickaxes from? All the way back in Blood Moon? Guess where most of the fandom will say Ochiva was at the time? Yeah!
Go now, dear family member, and may the night...
The devs
So
are
good to
very
see
good
you.
at that sort of thing.
Is there anything you need?
I believe we still have to take the front door, which is annoying. And go through multiple loading screens, because that's fun. Everyone loves loading screens, right guys? Loading screens are just the best invention ever. No one will ever complain about them. I mean, it's better than nothing, but we're just freezing up. Some old games would just stop and freeze up. Granted, by old I'm talking DOSBox, but...
Yes, Lord Crusader?
Let's stash my new shiny objects! Because obviously, if you're going to be a horrible murderer, you should stash all your shiny items in a church. What can possibly go wrong? As it turns out, not much. Seriously. So then, next time we are going to stab a pirate. Yar fiddle-dee-dee, doo-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee,
Yes, Lord Crusader?
or however else that song goes, because I can't sing for shit, and I've never watched Pirates of the Caribbean, because I am terrible with movies. This is what everyone unsubscribes from my channel, because I'm a terrible person with terrible taste, according to them, I'm sure. Anyway, there's a few routes to go about this. We're going to be going about the simplest one. Which one is that? You'll see. Oh, you'll see. But if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. More of the threads on Spacebattles and sufficient velocity that will be left in the description. And for now,